out here.
We back, baby.
We out here.
We back, man.
We out here.
It's been a long time, fool.
It's been a long time, man. For those who don't know, for those who first not tuning in, I'm Ben.
I'm trendy. You can call me Trey.
And you can follow me on IG at Benny_773. You feel me?
You can follow me, trendy, TR, and the number 3 underscore.
Yeah. And this is DC Chillin, where we talk about a wide variety of topics and stuff. Before we dive in, we want to make the disclaimer that none of the views and opinions of this podcast / show reflects the University of Illinois Springfield or Diversity Center in any way. This is our own personal opinions.
For sure.
We also want to shout out our sponsors, Dr. Ford, the Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs, for giving us this opportunity, and Justin Rose.
For sure.
Without them, none of this could be possible. So shout out to y'all. All right, man. So what's new with you?
Chillin, man. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy as hell. Happy as hell to be back.
Yeah.
Everybody kept asking us, so I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, definitely.
School going good. I got some new music coming. You already heard some of it, but I got some
Fire.
new music coming.
Fire.
Yeah. What about you?
Man, bro. I just been chilling, finna graduate,
Yeah, me too. MA though. MA.
I then need to get in the studio, make some new music too.
Might as well, bro. You
I've
playing.
been lacking, bro, but I low key been in my bag on like the creative tip. I got a job working for the newspaper and stuff as a layout design editor, so that's helping me with my.
What that mean? What you mean?
Like I actually
Explain
send me the stories and I actually put like the whole newspaper together, like, and I didn't really have an appreciation for printed media until I got this job because I really understand like the hours work that goes into it, whether people read it or not. Like my first day, I worked 13 hours straight, putting the stuff together just for an 8-page paper, bro. Like the hard work that people put into printed media, it really goes unnoticed. But man, I'm just happy about that because it's helping me further what I want to do in my life.
That's what's up.
So yeah, man. So what's new on campus?
We got the Hispanic Heritage. I'm tweeting Hispanic Heritage Month, October. So on the 12th, they got a taste of Latino. So everybody gotta check that out. Just like they own little food thing. Then they got night Noche de Celebration.
You
I
funny.
guess that's how you say it. Let's be on flight. That's on the 16th.
Oh man, it's with the accent.
So check that out. And we got what's the
It's on us.
It's on us. About the sexual assault. You know how people for men and women.
Yeah.
Because people think it's okay that men get assaulted, but you just live with it, but no.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that's definitely something important to check out because, like you said, often like we hear about like the Me Too movement and stuff like that, but it's not a lot of men that speak up
For sure.
about being sexually assaulted because they feel like they're gonna be ridiculed or maybe they're gonna be looked at as gay because they ain't like a female touching them inappropriate and stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, like if you wanted to influence and stuff too, or don't want to be touched, you got the right to say no too. Whether you feel me,
Right.
whether you're gonna be looked at as he weird or some shit because he don't want to be touched or what. But shit, that's it. It is what it is. Like assault is assault.
I heard you had a story. Tell me the story you told me the other day.
Oh yeah, see, like me personally, like I've been sexually assaulted, like, but it's crazy though, like I was at this event over the summer or whatever, and I was at an event over the summer, and like it was these like two ladies, like maybe they had to be like in their 40s or something, and like this crazy, bro. And, like I was dressed up and stuff, like they came to me and the dude was like asking us to take a picture, and I ain't know them, but you feel me, I wouldn't mind taking a picture and stuff. And then like the shorty was like touching on me and like literally grabbed my dick, like literally grabbed my shit, and was like, she said something like, let me check to see if you got a gun or something, just joking around, but like grabbed my dick. They both was like hugging me to the point where I couldn't move. Like I'm not that big of a guy, like my nigga, so it's like, you feel me? And it's crazy, bro. Like it sounds funny, but that's a real life sexual assault. Like if you think about it, bro. If you think about it, because if you a dude and you go up to a female, no, they was two bogus motherfuckers. That's what blew me. Like they was two bogus
Now, if she was
motherfuckers.
fine, you wouldn't have had no problem.
But
They
still,
keep it a buck.
I still probably would have had a problem. Still probably would have had a problem with it. Cause it's like at the end of the day, you don't touch nobody inappropriately. Like you feel me? Like it's a two-way street at the end of the day, whether you look good or not. Because if I was to come up to a young lady, whatever, and touch her, what's the first thing she gonna cry? Sexual assault, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
You see, the president said he touching people by the pussies and shit.
Yeah.
So, nigga, that's sexual assault. Like, and the same thing happened to me, where the lady actually, you know, the lady actually grabbed my stuff. Like,
Right.
it was to the point where like I ain't really know how to react, but you feel me? It is what it is. You got any stories, bro?
No, I ain't got no stories like that. All my ladies been calm and collected. They know they play, you know, feel me? They know when, you know, I ain't never had no problems, man.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to the viewership at home, man, watching from the dorm rooms, at the crib,
Yeah,
out
definitely.
of town, everybody, man. We appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Darnell. He said, welcome my boys, and shout out to everybody that's tuning in and stuff. We appreciate y'all.
Everybody. I can't give a shout out to everybody, but this is the shout out. Peace out to all y'all.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
we appreciate everybody on all the platforms. So right now we streaming on 3 platforms, which is a big step for us. We on Facebook, YouTube Live, and IG Live. So we basically trying
So
to
if you
get
can't
better.
catch one, you can catch the other.
Yeah. So we trying to get better with our stuff, but it's a growing process stuff. So I really like this DC chilling thing that we got going on.
You know.
This episode is long overdue.
For sure.
So what's some hot topics to cover?
The 16 shots in the cover up. How you feel about that?
Man, well, for one, I'm glad that he was convicted.
For sure.
Because it would definitely would have been bad. It definitely would have been bad if he wasn't convicted. For those at home, explain to them what we're talking about when we say 16 shots to cover up.
16 shots in the cover up. So basically, how many years back before? About 4?
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not,
sure.
but it's some years back. It was this kid named Laquan, and a police officer had shot him 16, 17 times.
16. He made 16 shots.
16 shots, and he reloaded. 16 shots and reloaded, and Rob Emanuel, the mayor of Chicago, he tried to cover it up because he was going into office. He was doing his term. He was trying to get elected to be the mayor, so he covered it up. And then it was this one guy kept pressing him about it, and they finally tried to, put it to trial and stuff like that. So they, was it Friday, right? Trial was on Friday, right? The last Friday. They finally came to a decision, and he got second degree murder and 16 assault charges for each bullet he shot off.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I couldn't.
He should have got first degree though, but I'm fine. And
at least it's some, cause bro, like that's the step in the right direction. Right. Everybody assumed that he was gonna get off like many people do get off, even though they may be guilty and stuff. But I just can't think to like shoot a lifeless body that many times and you reload the clip like
you got no conscience.
That's heartless.
You got no conscience.
That's heartless, man.
No conscience at all.
That's why I feel like it's important that we need like some good law enforcement officers in our neighborhoods, from our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they know the struggle, and they know more 9 times out of 10 they more probably willing to help out the community than harm the community that they come from. Like for example, a positive police officer in my life, he like my uncle in a sense. His name Jeff, and like he always said like he from my neighborhoods, and he always been the one that keep it real with us, and tell us like, man, bro, this is what the system is, and the system not necessarily for you at all times. But you gotta know how to beat the system and don't get your name in the system. Because once you're in the system, it's no coming out.
True. Positive officers in my life, I ain't got none. But my boy Colin, he an officer. So shout out to Colin. I know he clean. So other than that, I ain't never came across a good officer. But I know there's good officers out there.
Yeah. But I feel like growing up black, we all had like somewhat bad police experiences.
Yeah.
And I think that's what many people don't realize, like that's where the hurt and stuff comes from, because we all have a lot of black people probably just a lot of black and brown people probably
Yeah.
have like negative police stories and stuff. That's where the resentment comes from. You feel me?
Right.
But I feel like it's important for us, even though we might have these bad stories, to change the narrative of how people look at law enforcement.
And we gotta realize it is some good officers though.
Yeah.
All of them not bad.
Yeah,
We just don't see the good ones. That's what
Yeah.
it is though.
yeah. It's crazy though. Another hot topic, Bill Cosby, man.
Your boy Pill. How you feel about your boy Pill?
So that is not my boy. That's not my boy.
Man.
But dang, bro. I look, feel sorry for him because his mug shot, bro, he looked sad as hell. I don't feel sorry for him because drugging females is wrong. I
Right.
feel sorry for the way that
But-
nigga look.
but-
Like,
Let's just be realistic. 60 women though. That's, I don't think.
that's crazy.
Come on, that's a little far fetched.
So you saying?
I'm not saying. I know it's the delicate topic,
Yeah.
but 60. I don't think he did all 60.
That's crazy.
I don't think he did. If he did, he different. He cut different, but
Definitely.
right,
not different.
he cut different. But let's just be realistic. Some of them I feel like was lying. We gotta talk about the women that be lying though. Like I feel like they should get the death penalty.
Oh,
Cause you're putting a bad rep
the
on.
death penalty.
Yes, bro. You
That's a
messing
little
up somebody's
crazy.
reputation, bro. Somebody's life after they get accused of rape, their life is like over.
Like the
Like,
death penalty. Bro?
yes, your life should be over. Stick the needle in you. Stick the needle in you, bro.
Whoa,
Like,
that's
just how I
OC.
feel though, cause like you messing up somebody's life though.
Yeah, I
Or
get it.
folks-
I definitely think like lying on that somebody sexually assaulted you or somebody raped you is definitely bad. Death penalty, that's
Bro, that's not
honestly-
harsh, bro, cause you messing up somebody's life, bro. That's false claim, bro. Somebody that
I feel you,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
I
That's
feel
both sides though, men and women.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's like that's
I think it's crazy that that all the women came forward and stuff. But then you also got to think like during the time where Bill Cosby was at his peak and stuff. They was doing them quaaludes and drugs
Yeah.
and stuff. Like I
Yeah.
just read somewhere that one of the little music artists back then like used to put like cocaine on his girl
yeah.
when he used to perform
I heard
sex
about
on
that.
her,
I heard
and
about
then
that.
that caused her not to be able to have a child.
I
Like,
heard about that.
like back then, drugs were like real heavy. Like it's heavy now too, but like they was really like open about like doing cocaine, quaaludes, and stuff
But
like
if they
that.
was you right. If they was open.
So I think
just don't feel
that's
like-
where a lot of it came from. I think
Right.
they was off some pills,
Right, but
and he happened to have sex.
I feel
with
like
her.
I ain't saying agree with what he did at all, not at all. But I'm just saying 60, that's just far fetched, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's
crazy.
too many, bro.
My man.
But he was at his peak, though.
was
So
like-
he probably had
Okay.
throwing at him at night,
That's crazy, bro.
3-4 times a
He
night.
tweaking. He didn't have to do that. He was Bill Cosby.
Maybe he felt like they weren't going enough, folks. So he had to.
Oh my god. So they weren't going to that.
Hey, I don't
But
know,
do you
bro.
feel like? Cause I heard that the only reason why like people really started coming down here was because he was gonna buy ABC, I believe.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they had the.
So you think I'll be looking at conspiracies and stuff. I feel like they were interested in stuff, but do you think it's any truth to that? Like
But that happen all the time though. Like every time somebody about to do something positive, they always try to dig some dirt up, like anything, like, and they always try to tear somebody down, like they did with Chance.
Yeah,
When he donated that money, they said he wasn't a good father. He wasn't take care of his kids. They
Yeah.
always try to find something.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what
just gonna
anything.
say that. They
though.
talk about he could donate $1 million, but can't pay child support
Exactly,
and stuff.
like-
Little do he know, like him and Kristen, like go together.
Right.
They engaged now, so,
So-
like
They always try to do that. So
yeah, it's crazy, bro.
speaking of Chance,
Speaking of Chance,
he donated $1 million to the mental
yeah.
the issue. How you feel about that?
I definitely, bro. That's one person that's really like putting on for the city, like in a positive way, like really like fighting for every cause there is and stuff like that. Like, first, I kind of look at Chance like Dr. King and Big Missa more of Malcolm X, because if you think about it,
Well, explain.
all right, listen, break it down. It sounds crazy, not in the literal sense,
I know
like
what you mean. I know what
on
you
Dr.
mean.
King
Yeah.
level, because no. But what I'm saying is, Chance is more. I'm willing to sit down and talk about issues, stuff like that, and I'm willing to put money forth issues. Big Miss is more militant. He out there on the front lines protesting, willing to get arrested for the cause. Like you
I like
said, like for example, when he was the Grand Marshal of the Bud Billiken Parade, and they was trying to tell him like he couldn't ride his motorcycle and stuff, but they couldn't like do the little Van Dyke stuff. He was like, "Well, you're gonna have to arrest me." Like he's willing to fight for that cause.
Right.
That's why I say like I feel like he's more.
I like that though.
Yeah, I feel like he's more than Malcolm X and Chance more than Dr. King.
I like that reference. I like that.
Because if you think about it too, like Chance is more favorable than Vic Mensa too.
For sure. Facts.
Because Vic Mensa is more radical and not afraid to call people out.
Yeah. Say how you feel.
Yeah, he called out Takashi and was talking about he willing to fight him. Chance not finna tell nobody that he will fight them. And his image is just too up there at this point.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I put some real thought into that because I was thinking about it like Vic Mensa really is the militant one and Chance is the calm one, but he definitely putting on for the city, and we need positive people like Chance the rapper to help out Chicago, bro. And I feel like the mental issues they fighting for, because Vic Mensa speaks up about a lot of mental issues as well. I feel like that's important because it's a stigma in the black community where we don't talk about mental issues.
But we were never trained to talk about it either. Yeah. That's why.
We think it's a sign of weakness. If we talk about like you being depressed, we gonna think, oh, you crazy. Or like, oh, you'll be alright. That's a lot of people excuse like, oh, you'll be alright. No, you don't understand what's really affecting me. Like, unless you have these issues, just blowing it off saying, oh, you'll be alright. I don't know if you've been told this, like when you was younger, you be like, man, I'm stressed out. You ain't stressed. You ain't getting nothing to be stressed out. You don't know what's going on in my life. I could be bullied right now. You don't know. I'm like, I think the older generation needs to, nurture the younger generation and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, times are changing and our generation is not as tough as the older generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just the world is more sensitive. We in a sensitive generation.
Yeah, like
so you always gotta tread lightly. I don't know why though, but everybody's so sensitive.
Yeah, if you think about it, bro, like the older generation, one thing I could admire about them that they was tough and they was willing to put up with a lot of stuff is because, like, I guess that's why you see like the divorce rate going up higher, because our grandparents been like married for a long time. Now we get divorced at the drop of a hat. And this generation is crazy.
First sign or something.
First sign of weakness up out of there. But my grandparents, I think, been like married for like 50 years, like long time, bro. They got married when they was like 16, I think, like down south type stuff.
Just imagine waking up to the same person for 50 years.
Yeah, imagine being married at like 16. That's even crazier. Like,
but back then,
it was normal, and then they had hella kids. Like,
they stayed on their back.
Oh my god. This man said they stayed.
Bro, what? I remember me and my grandma was talking about that over summer because she had 5. But then her mother, she had 18. So my great grandmother had 18.
They be having hella, but then again, they was like down south working the fields and stuff, so they needed all the people.
Yeah, but 18 though.
That is hella kids.
Bro, what?
Hella kids. So
another one, we back at it.
That's hella kids.
18?
I can imagine having 18 kids, bro.
That's a lot of names to remember.
Oh my god.
18 kids, bro.
Yeah, nah, I can't. Yeah, like my grandparents, I think the most they have like 6 or 7. That's crazy though. Bro, I couldn't. 18 kids, bro.
18.
And then one thing I could admire about it, bro, they was really like providing for their family with little to nothing. Bro.
Yeah, bro, and they made stuff happen. They made shit shake. Everything. They had them working early, taking care of each other early. Everything.
Yeah, they were learning
so
how to drive at like 12.
I feel like it's benefits to it though. Like it's pros and cons. Like that's a lot of stuff, but it's pros and cons though.
Yeah, it's like how like like if a person was acting up or something in the city, they send them to like my father and stuff. He was sent to down south.
For sure, yeah, it's a lot of pros and cons. So I'll probably, me personally, want to have 18.
No, I'll at least want to have like 3 then at the max type.
3?
Yeah, 18, bro, that's too much.
3 or 4, if it was to happen, but.
Oh, I gotta have that bag to provide for kids. Like,
I need to have a lineage after I leave, bro. I need a legacy, man.
Yeah, I feel that though too.
I gotta have some multiple. All of them might not shine, but one of them got to.
Yeah.
One got to be Mike
Yeah.
Jackson.
Would you name your kid after you? Like,
Nah, it's
Yeah.
too much pressure. Cause I'm gonna be great.
Ooh,
I'm gonna need
I like
him to.
that.
I'm gonna need him to move in his own lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or her.
That's like my daddy told me. Like he was like, I wouldn't name you after me because I don't know if he's gonna grow up to be a fool. Like, and that's true.
That's true though.
That's true.
That's true though.
That's
a
true.
fact.
I'm not gonna
That's a
have somebody with my name and you tarnish my stuff. Like,
Yeah, that's a fact though.
quick Black History fact of the day. Many people don't even know that Martin Luther King's name was not even Martin Luther King. It was Michael Luther King. He died as Michael Luther King because he didn't legally change his name.
So where they get Martin from?
That was his daddy name.
So whole
No,
time.
was it? I think, yeah. Martin Luther King was his daddy name.
So the whole time we've been calling him Martin and his name Michael.
Yeah, he didn't legally get his name changed. Yeah.
That's what's
Black
up.
history fact. Yeah, his real name is Michael Luther King.
Yeah.
But he changed it.
Some legendary Michaels in this world then.
Yeah.
Michael
Not too
Jackson.
many people know that, so that's a fun fact for y'all. Man, shout out to our viewers at home. If y'all got some comments and stuff, send them in. We interacting with everybody, you feel me? So if y'all got questions or stuff, send them in. Like, we here for y'all. So we gon'
Shout out to my boy Mike. He got what you need on the fruities on campus. He got fruities, pickles, pops, mystics, hot country curls, blue balls, red balls, cherry balls, sour worms, 9-laters, jungle jollies. He got the whole shebang.
Look.
So whatever you need, just hit him up.
Alright, so right now we're gonna dive into Trendy's notebook with the viewer's choice.
Oh,
And some questions.
the notebook. The first question was favorite memory in college.
You could take that first. I gotta think on that.
Favorite memory in college. I don't know, it's so many, bro.
Yeah.
To say one.
We used to be lit.
Tell them UIS from 2014
Yeah.
to 2016.
2014 to 2016, that was your peak.
While we would say, I don't know
Anybody,
before.
bro.
Probably before.
2014 to
It was
2016, peak of UIS.
It was lit.
People that was here know that was the peak. Cause it was like, bro, lit, not all these restrictions. We were just out here like
Parking lot parties, townhouse parties, outside parties, all type of parties.
it was just lit, bro. Like and everybody came together. Everybody was together. Like
Yeah.
it really wasn't no beefs. Like during that time, I only knew a couple of fights. You feel me? A couple of fights. Shout out to Shay. But it's like, bro, that time was lit. Like
It was turned. It was super turned. I ain't got no one favorite memory. I can't think of one. I really can't. There's so many though. It's a lot.
look, somebody else just said like definitely peak. Yes,
Who said that?
that was it.
Yeah, definitely peak.
That was it,
Definitely.
bro. That was it.
Shout out my boy Shay. That new song go crazy, bro.
That was my favorite time at
Yeah.
UIS. Like right now, it's alright.
It's alright.
It ain't nothing. Like even like with SLB, like the SLB parties used to be way better than the gym parties.
Yeah.
The SLB
Oh my
parties
God,
felt
bro.
like a basement,
The
like
small
a
room.
old Chicago like basement party for those who from the city.
I miss.
Bro,
I wish they ain't never turned us into the
bro,
nursing facility, but
bro. It used to be lit. Like you had to brush past people to get out. Well, I know for our parties, no shade there, but yeah. But I know you had to like brush past people. You feel me to get through our parties and stuff like that. And like it's just so crazy, bro.
it was lit. I
Definitely
ain't got
lit.
no favorite memory, do you? I ain't got one.
That and probably me joining Alpha. Like
I think
that
you was
changed-
gonna say that.
Yeah, that like changed my life and stuff. Even though I did it as a solo. So yeah, that changed my life. So that was definitely an impactful moment while I was on this campus. Next question.
What made y'all start DC Chillin? You could go.
I feel like what made us spark up DC Chill, it was an idea that was birthed by Justin Rose, and he really saw us too as the people to, you know, see it through basically, because he know that we have to drive to do something like this, and like we came with different ideas, making the shirts and stuff. Like I designed the logos, stuff like that. We both chose the colors and stuff,
Yeah.
and just the different ideas and stuff. And I feel like this is a positive outlet. You know, two black males on a college campus. You know, talk about a variety of topics and stuff. You know, and touching bases on a lot of things because even though we homies and stuff, a lot of our opinions are the same and a lot of them contrast as well. So I feel like it's perfect that our vibe that we got just, you know, make this DC Chillin what it is. What you think?
I made that started like I always wanted to do like radio. I still want to do like radio, and I was telling J Rose that I want to say like last summer, cause he'd hit me up randomly during the summer just to see how I was doing, and him and Ben had came to me. They said they had a meeting, so I thought I was in trouble or something like. So they was like, he was the first person. Me and Ben was the first person he thought. So I'm like, yeah, I was with it, and I'm like, it's different. We ain't got nothing like that on campus. It's a different outlook, like he said, different vibes. You know, it's a good time. You know, because we talking about real stuff, everyday stuff that we all think about. Well, sometimes we're afraid to say or we can't say. You know what I'm saying? So we the voice to the voiceless. You feel me?
Yeah, facts. I like that.
The next question was from one of our viewers. They said, advice to someone that wants to move to Chicago but isn't from there.
Don't check it out.
Never check it out.
Never check it out. That's the biggest advice.
When somebody asks you to check it out, keep going. Do not look back.
Never check it out.
Just keep going.
Never check it out. Now, like the one thing I can say about Chicago, you know, it gets the bad rap. Like you could talk to, like I got a lot of friends out of state and stuff, and they be like, I be like, I'm from Chicago, whatever. They instantly think of the stuff they see on the news, like.
Yeah.
It ain't dangerous everywhere. You
right.
feel me? Even though somebody could get on that everywhere, but it's not dangerous everywhere. And most of the time, like them shootings and stuff, they be all connected, and
for sure.
People know what's going on and what areas to, you know, avoid, what areas, you know, that you know, you still gotta look over your shoulder, but you ain't gotta look over your shoulder too bad. You feel me?
Facts.
So you just gotta be really aware and walk circumspectly throughout this. If you lacking, they own that.
And I say, man, Chicago's just a big place but a small place at the same time.
Facts.
But I just say, like, be yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People respect you more. I know the people I know and people I've seen and talk to that's from anywhere, the hood, suburbs, or just like multicultural. They just respect you more if you yourself.
Yeah.
And if you ain't got to be nobody else for nobody. So if
and that's definitely facts. Cause me, I don't hoop, but I hang around all hoopers.
Right.
This was like this in like high school, all this type of stuff, and like we all just been our own selves and like been unique about stuff. So people gravitated towards like our friend group and stuff. So that's real. Like you said, it's a big place, but it's small at the same time because everybody know everybody. Like it's one big family. Like if you ask a person like, oh, where you from at a city, then they be like, oh, I'm from 87. Oh, damn, I stayed right off 95th. Like it's simple stuff like that. And y'all be like, damn, we could link in the city type stuff.
Facts.
And then like this Chicago culture is just like
different.
It's just different. Like shout out to Brilliant Clothing Line. Like my homie, he started some based off like Chicago culture and stuff, Chicago streetwear and stuff like that. Just trying to be on some different stuff. So yeah, support local Chicago businesses.
For sure. The next question: life at UIS, our daily life. What?
My daily life, I'll be cooling now. I felt like I had the point in my college career where I was in the scene. I barely pop out now.
I'll be chilling. I'll pop out sometimes, but I'm trying to do it less slow. But my everyday life be cool, man. I don't really be on too much, I'm just trying to get my work done and just create good times before it's all over with.
Yeah, I'll be ducked off. But one thing I can say about like Springfield, bro, like Mike Powell, he I think his last name Powell.
Yeah, his last name.
Yeah,
Powell.
Mike Powell. He really said it like one time to like me and y'all. He was saying like how like it's weird how like Springfield and UIS got a hold on you. Like you be when you there, it's like you get tired of it, but when you leave, you like damn, I really miss that vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we really a family. Like it's crazy, bro. Like I feel like everybody's so cool. Like
yeah.
Everybody really pretty much rock with everybody unless you got some petty beef with somebody, but
something goofy.
You ain't got too much worry about that.
That's the best question on here. They said, do we love from our insecurities or our strengths? It's a dope ass question.
You don't have to explain that for me, bro.
Do I love from my insecurities or strengths? I'm basically, I guess, what they mean, like, what they were trying to explain to me when I was on the phone, it was like basically from a love perspective and like a motivational day to day perspective. You feel me?
Mm.
So it's like a two-way question.
You could start.
Do I love from my on the motivational perspective? I think it's both, cause I be trying not to like
Sabotage.
yeah, self-sabotage and overthink and doubt myself, but I be using that to my advantage because when I doubt myself, the best always come out. So I try to use that as my advantage, but I'm still trying to work on, you feel me, like cancel that out my ways and my habits. Then on the love side, insecurities, when it comes to like relationships and stuff, I ain't got no insecurities. In my opinion, I don't. I feel like you honest with me. If you was honest with me, I'm gonna be honest with you. You feel me? Insecurities kill relationships, but reassurance strengthens it. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean like, I ain't got no. I'm myself. I'm always gonna be myself. You be honest with me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it ain't, and then that's it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, yeah, cause I don't really be liking that insecure stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
in a relationship, cause like, bro, like for example, like if you know like your significant other is quote unquote popular or whatever,
Right,
you
man.
know it's gonna be certain stuff that come along with it. I'm not saying cheating comes along with it, but I'm saying like, you
girls
know,
don't want to talk to you. Just
hug. You know they're gonna be in this scene, so you gonna have to like. And it's certain situations where like you can't avoid. Like for example, me, like I'm in a fraternity, so I gotta be social at certain times. Like you can't be mad at that I'm talking to a group of AKAs and stuff like that. That's what I have to do.
Yeah.
Being as though I'm in this fraternity,
Okay.
and gotta make sure everybody feel welcome.
Okay.
I gotta maneuver through a party and talk to different people to see if they straight, because I have to. I gotta make sure everybody is cool, because it's on us. And then if I'm not, they gon' it just takes me to be an asshole to somebody, or me not to speak to somebody and be like, oh, the alphas on campus assholes. Or, oh, I don't fuck with the alphas. It's not even like that. So I have to go out my way to be friendly to people sometimes.
I feel the same way. I'm an upcoming rapper artist.
Facts.
So I gotta talk to certain people. I gotta politic with certain people just to talk. I'm a social person. I like to talk to people, but it ain't like I'm on it. I ain't gotta be on it just because I'm laughing with you or we having a good conversation. And girls just don't realize that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, they do be feeling some type of way.
I don't know why though. Like, you don't trust me. That's what it is. You don't trust me.
Yeah.
Are you doing all that? The trust.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like, you know, like, bro, trust is everything. So it's like, you should trust me. Like, even though these people might be in my face, like I'm not even on that. Like I could just have friends. Like me, I got 3 sisters, so I'm more comfortable talking to females than I am dudes.
Right. Me too. I grew up in a house with all women.
Yeah.
So I'm the same way.
3 sisters, no brothers. So it's like I can relate to, you know, having just like vibing with a female, and I don't necessarily got to be on that.
Right.
To just be like, oh, this like my best friend, this like my sister.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. We just probably came up different. That's probably what it was.
Cause my intention is not all the time. Oh, I'm trying to fuck shorty. No, it's not even. It's not even like that. It's just my homie.
Facts.
I feel like sometimes females don't realize like you can have homies.
Right, that you're not trying to have sex with.
Nah, I try to have sex with. Thank you.
But girls don't realize that. I don't know why, bro. They
Like
probably just decide they. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. But the next question is, somebody asked, what do you find most attractive in a woman? Me to go.
Yeah, you go.
Is she able to hold a conversation? If I could talk to you all day, like we could just be talking about anything. It don't gotta be. You feel me? If you could hold the conversation, that's attractive to me. That turn me on.
Nah, I feel you on that one. I think for me, it's like I like if you different.
Yeah.
Like if you different, then like, cause you know it's always a stigma like, oh, you need to talk to this type of female, or you need to, mess with this type of female if you
Mm-hmm.
got this type of social status and like stuff like that. But I like just different. Like
Yeah.
I don't like like somebody that's always want to be seen. I always want the attention on them. So like, nah, that's not me. Cause I'm really like a low key person.
Right.
I really don't like too much attention. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I like when a female we could just chill, like do like chilling stuff, like or like if you really like into like creative stuff, cause like I
Yeah, I
just
like that.
genuinely like that. When we go
I
to
like
like a
that.
museum
Yeah.
and stuff like
Or
that.
art.
Yeah, art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel me? Something like that, yeah.
And I like females that like got a good relationship with God, like,
Facts.
cause I'm a PK, so like I like to be able to talk to a female about church related stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like listen to gospel music, like which is my favorite genre of music. So like if you got a good relationship with God, bro, I rock with that so heavily. Like
I like that. I
yeah,
like that.
that's me.
I like that. Yeah. That's it. That's all you
Yeah,
got.
that's all.
You see, you out there, anything else? She know how to dress.
Oh, yeah,
Gotta know how to dress.
yeah,
I pay attention to details.
yeah. But you could put a girl on some swag.
You could though, but I shouldn't have to tell her. I shouldn't have to get her the whole game. You feel me?
Yeah.
She should already be coming with someone, but
Yeah, but I like a female that's willing to like elevate
yeah,
herself
for
too.
sure.
If she see me out here rocking like Supreme and stuff, I want her to feel like maybe I should, maybe I should buy a little Supreme
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
Like, I just think that'd be dope. Like if you like, oh shoot, maybe I should,
Yeah.
up my swag
For
too.
sure. For sure. Somebody asks, what's holding us back in life? Far as like goal wise and us getting to the next level.
I feel like
What's holding you back?
self doubt, like self doubt. Like,
That's
bro, I got like a whole mixtape on my phone. Like you heard it, bro.
Yeah. And you
And
still ain't put
I
it
still ain't. I've been supposed to drop a mixtape since like my junior year,
like
sophomore year, high
2016.
bro.
Like-
Even further back, bro, since like high school, bro. I have the cover art and everything, bro. Like
You playing, man.
I don't know why. Like I'm just so nervous. Like,
Nervous or what?
cause, bro, it's different. Like
What you mean?
because people expect you to rap a certain way, just expect you to make music a certain way, but it's different. So I don't know how people gonna take it.
I was the same way. I was like nervous, but then I was like, I have nothing to lose.
That's true.
I have
too.
you have nothing
That's
to
the
lose,
thing.
bro.
That's
Like,
true, but I don't
you have
know.
you ain't got nothing to lose in it, bro. I ain't getting paid yet. We ain't getting paid yet for it. This is just you experimenting right now. This is your experimenting process right now. That's how I look at it.
That's true.
You
I
ain't got
don't know, bro.
You ain't got nothing to lose, bro.
I need to drop, but I don't know, bro.
You should, bro. You ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't
I
got.
don't know, bro. I'll be thinking something like I'm gonna just upload this to SoundCloud, and just let it do what it do. But I don't know, bro.
You never know. You might blow. It might. This might be it.
You're right.
You
I'm
never know,
gonna
bro.
drop a song soon, y'all.
He
Like,
playing.
nah, real talk, bro. I'm gonna drop a song soon. Not like on some trying to be like everybody else, but like on some just different. See if people vibe with it.
Right, bro. You ain't got nothing to lose, bro. Worry and faith can't coexist, bro.
That's fact. Definitely gotta put it all in God's hands.
Definitely, fool. So whatever happens, happens. What's holding me back is the same thing as you, self-doubt. I'll be doubting myself a lot. But then I'll be coming out with the best stuff, so I think this God telling me stop doubting myself.
Trendy has some heat in his bag, like some heat in his bag. Like he be sending me his music and stuff, bro. He has some heat, like.
I ain't put it out yet because I'm waiting on him to do the cover. So
I've
blame him.
I've been busy.
Blame him. Blame
I be
him.
having a lot to do. I've been busy, but I got you, bro.
Somebody asked me why I ain't performed at a party yet. Well, it's politics. You feel me? I ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just politics. So I appreciate all the blessings of the looks that I get though. But ain't nothing I can really do, you know.
It's coming soon.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody asked the purpose of our life right now. I go. I don't know my purpose yet, but I think my purpose is to touch people. Just to touch them. I don't know, like this is like make people a better person. Like today I had I had sent this girl a message, right? But it was like on some. I was thinking about her, and I was just like, man, I appreciate you being there when I needed somebody to talk to, or when I ain't had nobody to talk to. You was there, all the little stuff. And she was just telling me, I appreciate you. You know, you always lifting me up and showing me how a guy's supposed to be treating me and stuff like that. That's all I want to do is just touch him just a little bit. You feel me? I might not be that guy for you, but I just want to help you groom you into that woman or that dude that you could be for that person that is for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just want to touch him in a way, bro.
I definitely agree. I was doing some reflecting like on my life and stuff the other day actually, and like I definitely feel like my purpose in life is to help people in some type of aspect to like make them better. So, cause I don't know, bro. Like I've had a lot of my friends contemplate suicide and come to me about it and tell me like you are the reason why I didn't kill myself, and that's a lot to handle.
That's a big weight.
Cause I know I personally have my own issues and stuff like that, but to be able to touch somebody's life like that, was like, damn, I'm the reason why they decided not to go that extra step to take their life, bro. That's real big. And I feel like if I could do that in a larger aspect, like I don't know in what type of outlet or what it is, but if I could do that, bro, I feel like I'd be satisfied and feel like I left my mark on the earth.
That's dope.
I was just really thinking about this because my friend was telling me. I think she said she was working for like a suicide like hotline or something like that. But I think that's dope, bro.
It is though. Have you ever thought about suicide before?
Not to the point where I will off myself now.
I thought about it, but I ain't never came to the point of offing myself.
But I feel like everybody like, damn, what's my self worth?
Yeah, why am I here?
Yeah, what's my self worth? But I think that's just all a part of being human. It's when you get past that. When you get past that, that's when you see like, oh, this gonna make me a better person.
Yeah, my OG told me something the other day. She was like, when people going through hell, they tend to stop. Why stop? Just keep going. You don't want to keep staying in hell. So that made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, one thing I always tell people, like when they come to me about some depression stuff, or like saying they depressed, I always tell them like the darkest day comes before the brightest morning.
Yeah.
And that's true, bro. Like it's when you get past that level when you realize like, damn, this gonna make me a better person.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you gotta see it through. Like, oh, bro, it's just crazy, bro, because it's a lot of stuff affecting us, but bro, just know you could get through it. And I hope like the stuff we talking about right now really touches like one of our viewers or like any of our viewers that's contemplating suicide or like in a depressing state. Just know like it'll pass, bro. Like we all been there to the point where like we feel like we can't make it, but just know you can, bro. Like put your faith in God or whatever higher power that you believe in. That's what we got for.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah. But that was the end of our. Did we got any more questions?
That was it.
That was the end of our viewers' choice questions and stuff like that. And we just want to thank all our viewers.
For sure.
We want to thank all our viewers, and man, we appreciate y'all. More DC Chillin coming soon. More DC Chillin definitely coming soon.
Peace out.
And we go. Thank y'all.